Welcome to the Two Random Podcast. Tired of subscribing to 100 different podcasts?
Yeah.
SirXpress and ISpeakMotivate eliminate boredom while giving you their commentary on breaking news, movies, music, and so much more.
Going down, man.
Subscribe today and rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts now.
I always follow them.
Random is the only solution. Two Random Podcast starts in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, guys. We love you. I'm SirXpress.
I'm ISpeakMotivate.
And today we talking about Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Some new breaking news came out that Crystal Espinal has decided to sue for custody. She is making sure that she gets this paternity test because obviously
she wants the monies.
The coins.
The money.
So we found a cool comparison actually from a commenter that commented on YouTube regarding the Reuben Foster case. They actually brought it up, which is so cool because we had I didn't know anything about it, but a commenter brought up the Reuben Foster, so it's a cool comparison. So first we're going to go through the facts of what Bill said on TMZ in the comments, and then we'll go into it.
First, Bill says authorities have determined neither Tyreek Hill nor Miss Espinal broke their child's arm. Secondly, he says the police investigation was related to other marks they found on the child's body, and it could not be reliably determined by the authorities who was responsible. So they dropped the case and no criminal charges were filed. They also found text messages, and the text messages that were between Tyreek and Miss Espinal also state were checked by forensic experts to see if they were authentic. And according to him, they have been submitted to the police station, they have been submitted to the NFL and the Chiefs. And in these texts, Miss Espinal admits that she was the one responsible for harming their child. And the forensic expert determined that these texts were not altered in any way. These are the things that Tyreek said to her. Crystal, you know I didn't cause bruising or harm to our son, yet for some reason I might be charged. And Crystal responds back and says, I know you didn't. I did. I hurt our son. I'm the one that did it, and I was hurt and mad at you, and I blame you for everything. That right there is just something that's crazy to me. It's like, how can you even put your child in this kind of situation?
Right. So let's just go into the Reuben Foster comparison that a YouTube supporter
brought up in our YouTube page.
Brought it to our attention here. And so, linebacker Reuben Foster said she lied a lot about him beating her. Based on Alyssa Ennis' initial allegations, police arrested Foster on February 11th. And he was charged that month with 3 felonies, including domestic violence, forcibly attempting to prevent a victim from reporting a crime, and possession of an assault weapon. Later in April, though Ennis first recanted her claims, including accusations that Foster punched her in the head 8 to 10 times and dragged her by the hair while throwing her out of the Los Gatos, California home. During a preliminary hearing Thursday at San Jose Hall of Justice, Ennis, 28, reiterated her assertion that she acted out of anger at Foster after he said he wanted to break up with her. I wanted him to go down. I was pissed, Ennis told the courtroom, and this happened around the 2018 area. I'm reading this from the Washington Post. That was created on May 17, 2018, if you want to go further deep into it. Now, those comparisons right there, I'm so glad the YouTube comments lit that up for us. Because
It just shows how vindictive people are. Like you said, it really compares to what Espinal is doing to Hill. It really does, because it's like she's only doing this to hurt him. And that's very abusive.
Very abusive behavior. And to me, it also is a slap in the face to real victims. Like, what these women are doing just to get money, or just because you're upset that the guy breaks up with you. Okay, look, I understand you probably had his black card. You had status and all of this extra because you were going to the greatest clubs, speaking with other doctors, girlfriends, and wives, or what have you. You were in like you were used to a certain type of living status.
Exactly.
But now it's all crashing down and you're like, oh snap, I'm going to have to be regular now.
Now, this is where everything really comes into play. On TMZ, Bill also states on here, the recording was made at the time when the couple was considering separation. She is the one who recorded the conversation in the airport, and her intention was to give it to a friend for insurance. She knew that Tyreek made millions and they separated. She needed to help her get a full custody of the child. Or children, shall I say. I'm sorry. That's her ticket for alimony and child support. Now, I don't think she would get alimony just because they're not married.
Yeah, but the child support.
But the child support, that is something that she could try to get.
And a good percentage as well.
Very good.
But now, I mean, it's kind of stupid now because since he's up in the thing, they may not, extend his contract or just renew him just because of how it looks. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not because of what's true, it's because of what looks. Because you know how people do, it's just appearances of it. So the NFL and the Chiefs or what have you, it could be something of just how it appears.
Right.
Of why they're not going to extend anything. So you're not going to have no money, Bill.
Exactly. And if Tyreek were suspected of any abuse, it would give her a better chance of winning custody. Unfortunately, her recording was leaked before Tyreek signed his multi-million-dollar deal extension, which may jeopardize his ability to get that long-term deal because of what she done. Now, the thing is, you were stupid because you lost a lot more money that you could have tried to get from him having that contract. $100 million contract. You were stupid. You messed that up for yourself.
But the question is, who leaked it? Like, who was it? Your bestie?
We need to find who did it, and it had to been somebody that was really close to her.
Because I'm like, was it your bestie? Y'all got into it, and y'all had a whole plan. But she's like, no, you do it now. You should do it now. You should do it now. And then you was like, oh, no, girl. I'm going to wait on you when he signed it. But then she was like, no, girl.
And then she gave it to him anyway.
Then she gave it to him anyway. And she got her check. Because, you can get a check from, like, recordings and stuff from news stations, from being a source. You get money. You get paid.
Now, Bill also states, only part of the recording that was initially released, the full recording brings more information to light and makes her seem like she was an emotionally manipulative gaslighter. Now, a lot of people don't know what gaslighter means. Please extend on what gaslighter is.
So, gaslighting is basically making someone believe that they did a certain thing when they did not do it. Or altering someone's mind. Like, for example, saying that...
And what did you do? How did you do this? Well, why would they say that? It's basically, you're using a lot of leading questions.
Of saying what, and the questions, it's already stating that you did it. Now you had to explain why. But when in fact you didn't do it, and then you're like, hold up. Did I? Hold up. It startles you. You're thinking heavily on the situation because you're like, hold up, I didn't even do it in the first place. So I'm confused of, and then when a really abusive relationship, you start believing the lies of the abuser and the gaslighter. So,
also, in the previously unreleased portion of the audio, Tyreek says that she ruined his life back and lied on him back in 2014. He says that he's still not over it, and he asks her over and over, "Did I hit you? Did I hit you?" And since she was recording the conversation, she struggled to evade the answer and use emotionally manipulative gaslighting to change the focus of the argument. Which she really did, because we actually listened to it, guys, and she was really like, when he said, "Did I hit you?" But what did you do in this, and why did I hit you? Well, why did this happen? And then, but did I hit you? Did I put my hands on you and hurt you? But you did, and she literally kept trying to go around his question.
And it was crazy because he didn't know he was recorded. So he was being completely honest. So him saying that, "Oh, did I hit you?" Basically, I was covering for you. I was covering for your lie. Because he didn't know he was recorded. And you over here, because that makes you look even uglier. He covered for you and you put a charge on him that was incorrect.
Exactly. You ruined his
life.
He
really
before.
cared for her at a point.
Exactly.
For you to take a charge for something that you did not do and still to continue to be with a person, that's beyond me.
It's beyond me. If y'all don't know, that's a YouTube thing. That's all the reason I did it. But anyway, we just, our personal opinions is that Mr. Reuben Foster and Mr. Tyreek Hill have
similarities.
Exactly.
Just as the YouTube commenters stated, because I didn't know this about the similarities. So thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Now, I don't know about the Reuben Foster situation as much, but I did hear some ramblings of the Reuben Foster situation. But we do want to give you a shout out, and so I just want to thank you for bringing that to our attention. And again, we really appreciate the information. We did look it up, and your name is Road Dog. We thank you again, man. We thank you for that information that you brought to us. Also, Ronaldo Del Cambre, you also gave us some information, so we thank you both for giving us a little bit of information. I think Ronaldo was the one that gave us the Reuben Foster situation. So, yeah, it's right there.
Yes.
So thank you guys for just giving your opinion. We really appreciate it. Again, we love you guys. Thank you again for tuning in. We have hit 187 on Apple Podcasts because of you guys. Thank
you for the support. Continue to share and rate us 5 stars only. Don't rate it all if you aren't going to give us 5 stars.
Exactly. 5 stars all day. We thank you and we love you guys for giving us. So far, we've had 9 5 stars all day.
Right, and we're really excited about that. And we have over 338 plays. 113 downloads.
Yeah.
I think now we have 2 subscribers on Castbox or SoundCloud. One of those.
We have 2 subscribers also on YouTube. So we thank you guys. We love you guys. You guys have a wonderful day.